Hi everyone, Adarsh here. So this is a continuation video, fifth video of lambda expression, where earlier we have talked about different combinations, and in this video tutorial I'm gonna talk about the use case where I'm having a function which accepts one single argument and which returns a processing output of that, and then so when we don't have JDK8, how we gonna write those sort of things, and when we have a JDK8, how we gonna write the lambda expression for these sort of use case. But in this application, I'm having a interface. My executor gonna having a two different sort of methods which gonna take two different parameters, and both the interface like my work and your work is having a same method. So how we gonna write a lambda expression and how we gonna do that thing in JDK 7 or before JDK 8. So let's get into the code and see how it looks like. So I'm talking about the use case where I'm having a return type from the method and single input. So this is my first interface, which is my work, which accept a single parameter and which return a output, and it has a do work method. I'm having another interface which is your work. It also has a same method which is do work method, takes a single input and return a output. So I'm having a work executor which takes a implementation for your work and my work, and it gonna call the do work method on both the implementation, whether it's from your work or whether it's from my work. And it so that it has a work executor is having two methods, which is execute work, same methods, but these are the overloaded method where we have a instance of your work and instance of my work, and it's gonna take a data, and by using this instance and data it's gonna call a do work method of those implementations. So let's see how this code gonna look like when we don't have a lambda expressions. So for this, what we need to do, we need to create a the instance. So I guess public work executor, my classes are public. Just a minute, it's just pointing to some other thing. So yeah everyone, so I was there, it that error was coming because there's an import statement from different package, because all these interfaces are repeated. So let's see what I have done. Just created a work executor class instance binded with the integer data type, and this is a first method call where the return value we are capturing into the return value by your work variable name. And we have what we have done, we have just created an anonymous class for the your work, and we have given an implementation for do work method here, and this is the argument which we are passing. So what will happen, this argument gonna go as a parameter to this data, and this gonna return to us. So if you see this thing, this argument is passed as a parameter to this do work method, and same thing for your work, my work also, the argument is passed as a parameter too. So same sort of things, whatever we are passing here, it is internally captured by work executed execute method, and it takes that parameter and pass into the date return, and which gonna be a return value for us. So same sort of thing we have done for execute work method, where we are passing implementation of my work, where this is a runtime anonymous class, This is an override method implementation for do work. What data type we are returning the same value. So let's execute this piece of code and see how it looks like. So you can see there your work execute work method gonna execute and return value is 100. My work execute work method is executing for my work and return value is 100. So this is a use case when we don't have a lambda expression. So we are doing these sort of practices before JDK 8, but see how we can do the same sort of thing from JDK 8 onwards. So how we can write a lambda expression for this. So I need to just remove all this import statement because all these are from the local package here. So the first implementation where we are talking about this. So what we have done, same sort of thing, how we can just write a lambda expression for that. So we have just created a work executor instance binded with the integer data type, and then we have called execute work method on work executor instance. And what we have done basically here, we are just passing a integer value, okay, and this is what the method body, and this is a argument, second argument to the execute work method. So this is a lambda expression which we have passed. So what we have done, we have just typecasted this. Because why we have typecasted this, I'm gonna let you know. Because we are passing a lambda expression and then the method names are same here. These methods are overloaded in the class, so we don't know that, it doesn't know that for what implementation is this. Either it's a implementation for my work or do work. That's why we need to explicitly, cast a lambda expression here so that it can resolve the ambiguity and it can execute that thing. So it is just because we have a overloaded method inside the class. So what this is a lambda expression, integer data type, then this is a method formal parameters, this is a method body, and this is a second argument to the execute work method. And this first argument we have typecasted it to my work implementation, and same sort of thing we have done for second implementation. So what we here, whatever the return value we are getting, we are capturing it into this variable and we are printing it. So same sort of thing what we have done here for your work implementation. So this is a lambda expression for your work, this is a method body basically, and this is, and whatever the lambda expression, we are typecasting it to your work, specifically your work implementation instance. And then we have a second argument for execute work method, and the captured value we are printing here. So see how it looks like. Let's execute this piece of code. So here you can see that this is related to this code. So whenever it call a execute work method for my work instance, this is a SOP gonna execute, and for your work this is a SOP gonna execute, and it in turn call these methods. So that method is having a implementation like started and ended, and started and ended, if you see your work and my work. And then whatever the return value we have, we are just printing the return value here. Return value is 100, return value is 100. So this is a first way, a first style by which we can write the lambda expression for this use case. So we have another style also. So where we have a same sort of implementation, almost same sort of, but here what we have done, we have just removed the integer data type. That's a difference only here, which you can feel that because we have binded it to the integer data type already, and there's no difference in the output. Everything gonna be a same, so that become optional for us there. You can see the same sort of output we are getting here. And if you see, we have only one parameter, so if we have a one parameter, we can remove the curly braces also directly there. Sorry, not curly braces, that parenthesis, open close parenthesis around the argument. So if you see the difference here, we have a open close parenthesis. This is a argument to the method. So it become optional for the single parameter here, so we have just removed that piece of parenthesis here, and then this is a method body, and we are typecasting it to the my work, and this is the implementation. So if I just execute, same sort of thing we have done for that. So if I just execute this piece of code here, there's no difference in the output. So you can see that there's a return statement also here. So suppose we have a single line statement, so we can just write a single line statement like this: return. Everything will be same, and then we are just having a return statement here in the curly braces. That's why semicolon is mandatory if we have a curly braces inside the lambda expression. So if you see, there's a return value, the work executed method executes, and then same sort of things what we have done here, we have just removed the data type also from here. That become optional for us because of this generic binding to the work executor. And same sort of thing what we have done, we have just removed the parenthesis around the variable, and then we have a last sort of thing where we have just removed the curly braces and return statement here, and only single line, single word. So whatever the value we are passing, we are returning it. So you can see there is no difference in the output. Then here what we have done, we have just removed the data type from here, as well as curly braces and the semicolon. And in the last section what we have done, we have removed everything, only the single line statement like this, and we are typecasting it to my work and your work here. So that's how we can just write the lambda expression for the use case where we have a single argument and return value. So there's a few more use cases are left where we have a multiple arguments and there's no return type, and we have multiple argument with other return types. So I'll just create a video for those also. Till then, take care. Bye.